Welcome back. Now, having lost his older brother to kidney cancer at the end of last year, Peter Andre is determined to raise awareness to prevent more deaths.
Well, Peter has been meeting amazing people who are fighting the disease themselves. Today he visits 13-year-old James.
So far, I have shared my cancer diaries with stories from the patients themselves, the staff treating them, and the loved ones standing strong beside them. But today, a brave young man is ready to share his diary with me. Here are my and James's cancer diaries.
Hi, my name is James and I'm 13 years old. A few weeks ago, I was diagnosed with a brain tumour. Recording.
James has a malignant brain tumour called germinoma. And today he's come here to the Oak Centre for Children and Young People, part of the Royal Marsden Hospital in Sutton.
Explain to me what happened and when, because this has been very recent, hasn't it?
Well, it all started in February when I was starting to get these really bad headaches at school, and I was coming home feeling sick, starting to get nausea from the headaches. And then it was about halfway through March time or something like that. I was starting to get this double vision at the sides of my vision mainly, and it was always getting worse at school. So we got a CT scan. I was kind of hoping it would just be something like, everything's fine, you're just going to need glasses. But when they said that there's this tumour in your head, they're going to have to do surgery, it was just kind of like a kick in the gut.
As a typical teenager with school, his friends and his music as his main focus, this was the last thing James and his parents expected.
You just want to
heart-wrenching, yeah, it's just heart-wrenching, and you think, yeah, you do feel like crying, but you just can't. You've got to be strong.
But despite the shocking news, James showed maturity beyond his 13 years.
He just wants to get it done, yeah. He knew there was a problem. He said, okay, you're very mature about it. He just said, right, let's just get it done and let's just get it over with.
Having had surgery to relieve the pressure on his brain, James will now undergo a course of radiotherapy. The course will run 5 days a week for the next 5 weeks, so his 3-hour round trip to the hospital from his home in Eastbourne will become routine, but it will be worth it.
Thankfully, with germinoma, the success rate of treatment is very good. With radiotherapy alone, we can achieve 5-year disease-free survival rates of over 95%. If we treat 100 patients, then 95 of those will be free of their tumour in 5 years, which is excellent.
And radiotherapy is coming up soon. How are you feeling about that?
I suppose I'm quite anxious about it because I've read like the leaflets and stuff about the effects of it, but to be honest, I want to get it over and done with and get all this out of the way, and then afterwards focus on just getting back to my schoolwork and catching up and meeting with all my friends.
But before James can start his treatment, he must have a CT scan to determine exactly where to target the radiotherapy effectively. James has been fitted with a custom-made mask, which he will wear for each radiotherapy session.
Lovely. How's that feeling for you? Great.
Today he'll wear the mask for the scan to keep his head completely still, but also so the radiologist can mark where the treatment needs to be focused. With the radiation being delivered to the cancer cells with more accuracy, it reduces the risk of normal cells being damaged.
James, you're doing well, mate.
With the scan complete, James's hospital visit is over for today, but he will be back the following week for his first radiotherapy session. In the meantime, inevitably, his thoughts turn to what lies ahead.
I'm quite anxious about, I suppose, how I'm going to feel or how the radiotherapy is going to make me feel. With all the different side effects, there was not quite a few, but there was some temporary, some more permanent ones. The more permanent ones are things like I'll just pick things up slower when I learn them and things like that. And that doesn't bother me at all. The thing that bothers me more is it just looking odd when I go to school. And I've just got bits of hair missing at the side, but it will grow back. It will be fine.
We often warn the patients that they may get a feeling of sickness, and so James will be given anti-sickness medicine to take every day before his radiotherapy. The scalp or the side of the head over where the radiotherapy is being delivered may get a bit red and sore, and towards the last few weeks of his treatment there may be some hair loss in the areas that the radiotherapy is being given.
I've got the radiotherapy which will be starting tomorrow. And they've said that the tumour that I've got is very reactive to the radiation, which is very positive. Just arrived at the hospital for my radiotherapy, feeling alright, bit tired, but you know, doesn't really matter. Let's go!
40% of cancer patients have radiotherapy as part of their treatment, and it may be given alongside chemotherapy and or surgery.
That's looking good.
Radiotherapy treats cancer by using radiation to destroy cancer cells. James's treatment involves a short burst of radiation to his tumour. He can't see it or feel it, and the process only lasts a matter of minutes.
Just come out of radiotherapy. It was quicker than I expected it to be. I had a little bit of a headache when I came out, but that passed after about a minute. And now we're just leaving. Right, that's 1 down, 24 to go.
James may appear to be taking all of this in his stride, but there's no doubt that this has been a stressful time for all concerned. And like a lot of families faced with cancer, including my own, they have all realised what really is important.
Nothing's too much of a problem now. Everything can be resolved. Problems at work, you can just feel a bit relaxed and think, oh well, they'll get themselves sorted out really. And with James, you know, we're spending a lot more time with the boys now than what we did before, and trying to do more things with them. So it's been really good fun.
I'm really grateful that James has shared his experience with me. In fact, I'm so bowled over by his bravery and his family's bravery. And all I can hope now is that very soon James will return to being that normal, typical teenager.
Bye.
Oh, I hope so too. What a brave young man.
Thank you, James,
Yeah,
for letting
thank
us
you.
into your story, and best of luck. Lots of love to the whole family as well.
Absolutely. Right, more from Peter next week. If you or a loved one has been affected by cancer, then you can see our website for details.
Strictly's James and Ola Jordan are here in just a moment. First, though, it's time for our competition, and here's how you can walk away with a prize worth £35,000, courtesy of us.